What up, though, y'all? How you living? I'm chilling. Did checking out Charleston White on Say Charles TV. No, let me quit. Say Cheese TV. And an interesting topic came up, one that I thought might be cool to react to. So let's check these players out.
Nah,
But do you think?
nah. At some point, I don't think they'd be mad.
But women know when they had you doing your thing, they don't want to accept it.
That's a good woman.
It's
Yeah.
like they know when you go out the house. You said earlier,
First off, much respect to Sean Cotton. He is single-handedly keeping the white on white Air Force Ones alive and the long socks. He's the youngest old dude I know. Shout out to him.
you leave the house, like they know.
Yeah, that's a good woman. She just don't want to accept it, and then play like she don't know. Unless you just all out nigga just keep putting, but then nigga, even though she.
I mean, play like she don't know. I don't necessarily get that. Like, whatever type of dude you is, you know what I'm saying? Your woman, like, as she pulling things out of you, she might know, she might see some things that she ain't necessarily fucking with, but she fucks with you though. So like getting your jollies off. Some guys in the car, some guys in the all type of different things. You know what I'm saying? Like your woman got a certain type of parameter for, being cool with you getting your jollies off. She may not like it up the back doors. You better do that shit somewhere else. You don't know. But that's what love is. It's not how you deal with somebody on the things you like that make you feel good. It's how you deal with somebody on the things you may not like, or the things you unsure, or the things that may make you feel away. That's what shows you love. But let's kick it with Uncle Charles.
Play like, yeah.
Is a woman going through phones a good woman? Is that a good woman?
Oh no, shit.
Any woman going through your phone got some shit going on. Any man going through your phone got some shit going on. And you want to say, Juan-O, have you ever been weak before? Once, some things was dumped in my lap from a chick's phone. And once, I was violated, so I violated. And out of all my years, the only 2 times I touched some phones or touched what was in somebody's phone. You know what I'm saying? But I do agree. That's weak shit. And I was in a moment of weakness myself, which a lot of niggas won't admit to you. But fuck all that. I'm going to keep it one thou wow. Even when I look bad. And I'm going to look bad a lot of the times.
No, son. Hell, going through your phone?
Yeah.
Man, that's a violation of privacy.
You think men going through women's phones is whack?
No, yes.
I'll never go through
me
a woman's
neither.
phone.
That's a violation of privacy.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, I don't want to know.
Now, Sean Cotton, you just had your first kid. You know what I'm saying? Don't, and you got a little paper. And you got a little paper before you had your first kid. And you ain't married yet. And she gonna want you to marry her. You may be tempted to check out that phone. Don't say how weak it is, because you ain't been weak before, my little homie.
I don't want to know.
Me either.
Man, I don't want to know, nigga. To know is to, man.
But what if you had an idea though?
I don't want to know. I'm not pursuing an idea.
Word.
If I had an idea, nigga, I ain't finna go down. I ain't going down the rabbit hole to pursue the idea. I'm gonna do.
In fact, you don't really want to know. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want to know. What she let that
just
other
like they do when they have idea.
You know, some shit like that. You never know, like when you having a conversation and the things that come up, and then one day she think about it to try. Like you sitting there watching the Diddy case, and she like you, and they talking about getting pissed on. You like, damn, I ain't pissing. Ain't nobody pissing on me. I ain't pissing. And right then in her instance, she might think it's whatever, but at the same time, she might say, And now you just told her that you ain't gonna piss on her or let her piss on you. So now she might go find somebody else to be pissed on with. And that's gonna have you pissed off. But hey, You know, this relationship shit and human nature, it get a little tricky.
Act like the idea ain't there. When you love them, that's what you got to do, nigga. When y'all to jail, that's what she do sometimes. She kind of think you, and you could be or not be. She got to act like, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna do. I ain't chasing the idea.
So you think a woman going through a man's phone is weak?
It's a sign of weakness, a sign of insecurities, and nigga, it's a problem.
That's for sure. It's for sure an issue.
Man, that's a lack of trust.
And fellas, let me tell you, I just got hip. If you got an iPhone, they can get your deleted text messages, man. So you beware. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like Juan-O. You gotta have so many phones and shit. You know, got to have that Android. That Android. Oh no, that ain't the Android. You gotta have that Android. Get you one of them motherfuckers. You understand? Gotta always keep it 100. You know, I don't want to lie. Like, nigga, you showed 3 phones. You really got 5. All right.
I ain't trusting nobody going through my shit, homie, like that. I wouldn't do nah, man.
Nobody ever went through your phone?
No. We go.
And that's a funny thing. You talking about trust. Like, you can only trust people to be who they are. And that's where we get fucked up with trust at. It's not that everybody is so untrustworthy. People can only be who they are. And when you are lying to yourself about who somebody is, then it's going to lead to untrustworthy situations or mistrust or feelings of mistrust, because people can only be who they are, and you got to trust people to be who they are. A nosy motherfucker gonna be a nosy motherfucker. Insecure motherfucker gonna be an insecure motherfucker. Whatever the case is, you got to be honest with yourself about what type of motherfucker you dealing with, and that way you know how and what you can trust them with. Because there's some people you could trust with your kids, but you can't trust them motherfuckers to go to McDonald's and everybody get their fries. Can't trust them to do that. And that's what I'm saying here.
Go fall out.
Even if they catch some, even
we
if
gonna fall out.
But what if they catch you doing something you're not supposed to do?
I wouldn't give a damn. This is my justification to take the matters off what I did. You didn't have no business going through my phone. You fuck what I did. Fuck you going through my phone for, man. I ain't going through yours. That's a person I couldn't trust.
Right. Because chances is, what I've come to realize, or in my own personal experience, people that go through your phone, they getting away with some shit. And there's no way that they could be getting away with what they getting away with and you not being something. You not being something or doing something. And that's what sparks somebody to do that. Especially when you hitting on all 4 cylinders, you know what I'm saying? Or 8 cylinders or 12 cylinders, depending on what type of motor you got. But if you hitting on all cylinders, ain't missing nothing, and they feel a need to do that, that mean they doing something. 90% of the time, and fellas, don't fall for that shit. Don't fall for it. They doing something, they done did something that's foul that they thought you caught, and now they're trying to catch you. You know what I'm saying? Now, niggas that do that shit, I'm not even gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, if your girl's a whore and you love her, then accept that fact that she might be doing some whore. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got a tit for tat relationship, then you know what that is. And that's what that is. That's a whole nother YouTube video, but we're going to get back to that later.
Yeah, we need to leave each other. Or keep pretending like we trust each other when we know we don't.
Oh, hell no, Charles.
Just like you had an idea, that's why you don't trust me. I don't trust you because
I never went through a woman's phone. That shit whack to me.
But man, we gonna fall out. You go through my phone. I don't care what I'm doing, what I find. You don't go through my phone. Even if ain't nothing there, you go find something.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
And like, look, forget the phones or keep the phones in it. This is a fact of life. Whatever you looking to find, you will find it if you put effort into searching for it. If you looking for something to make you rich and you willing to put effort into searching for it, you're going to find it. If you looking for something to make you mad and you put effort in it, you're going to find it. Like, the brain is a very, very, very powerful thing. And I don't think we as people, specifically black people, understand how powerful the brain is. That's why we allow so much bullshit into our brain, and then we get mad when our life represents bullshit. It's because you allowing so much bullshit into your brain. You know what I'm saying? And the brain is just that powerful. So somebody looking to find somebody cheating is going to find something that they deem as cheating or offensive because that's what they looking for.
And if you look, you shall find.
Yeah.
You seeking. So what's this? Who is this bitch? You're gonna find something. Why she doing this? Man, So all that's gonna come into play. But you ain't gonna let me go to your DMs and see all these niggas just woo, all the niggas. You ain't gonna let me see your DMs.
Or the nigga
see what nigga this, what nigga that, but you'll go through mine and look at every woman that done send me a message who like me, look what she look like, go through her. But you ain't gonna let me do that to the nigga that you keep in secret. So you ain't going through my shit. And I'm gonna handle you. I'm gonna really handle you.
That nigga, he ain't laughing either. That nigga,
yeah. I'm steady
thinking about it. This the real Charleston right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna handle you. I'm gonna handle you.
He started grabbing his pepper spray.
That's like stealing. Yeah, that's like stealing. Going into my safe. Yeah, that's like catching you, me in my wallet. Man, what you doing in my wallet? Yeah, this is like my wallet, man. So I'm dead serious.
Yo, that's like you say, that's like privacy for real.
That's an insecure woman.
Yeah.
That have to know. And once you find out, then what? If you find what you're looking for, okay, now what? Now what? You still ain't gonna leave.
Nah, that's the whole thing. It ain't about leaving. It ain't about leaving. It's about justifying bullshit. And sad as to say, a lot of relationships resort down to justifying bullshit. Like, I'm not willing to do that. I am who I am, and I'm putting that shit on the table. And when somebody puts on the table who they are, and I say I'm willing to deal with that, then cool. But I don't get to, like, if I'm dating somebody and she a gambler, and fuck that. We gotta, because gambling and cheating is like one and the same, right? Let's say I'm dating somebody and she's an alcoholic, right? And she functioning, she cool, I'm with it. And let's say I'm a cheater, right? Now, she real protective with the booty. I'm loose with the dick. But she catch me cheating. And instead of going to drink, now she want to fuck. Hey, bitch, these is not your flaws. These is not your activities. This ain't what I signed up for. I signed up for you to buy another fifth. Spend my money at the bar. Buy drinks for everybody. After all, you're an alcoholic. I'm a cheater. That's where things get convoluted in relationship at. It's like, well, my flaws is my flaws, and now you don't like my flaws. You want to take on my flaws to put them back on me while I got to deal with your flaws. You understand? And you adding my flaws to your flaws in reverse to me. And that's the unfair deal. And that's all that shit about, justification. And then the truth be told, motherfuckers ain't about to leave. She ain't about to leave. Because everybody she talking to, all these niggas done already tried to date her, or already hit it, or whatever the case may be. It wasn't none of them shit. You the only nigga that produced results. That's why she with you. She might leave, get a bitch 18 months. Ain't gonna go like that. I promise you.
Some people are just built like that, though. They just gotta know. They gotta know.
Okay, now that you know now.
Nigga, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. What if you feel like you got the biggest dick in the world until you look in your bitch's phone? Like, yo, you don't want to know, bro. You know, what if you at home bench pressing 350? You look at her phone, it's a nigga doing 500. You don't want to know, bro. You don't want to know. See, like, I got this whole thing, unfillable shoes. I can't compete with nobody on what they do good. I can't compete with nobody on who the fuck they are. But what I can do is I can be the best me. And nobody will ever be able to fill them shoes. Ever. I don't give a fuck how tall a nigga is, how much, I don't give a fuck. And that's what you need to be worried about. You know what I'm saying? You need to know a bitch need to know she got a custom suit when she fucking with you. And then you ain't gotta worry about that shit. She gonna still dally or think about somebody else. Somebody might hit it. You know what I'm saying? But you stay true, and that's gonna be the dumbest shit she ever did, and she gonna know it and try not to hope nobody find out about it.
What? You finna go get you a nigga on the side? Cause we still ain't gonna stop fucking with each other. At some point, you still gonna come back and get some of this dick. So, man, stop act like you don't know. So don't look. If you have an inkling, 9 times out of 10, you already know. Just act like you don't know, like you've been doing.
So even with women that you with, you don't even.
Yeah, bitch, quit ruining the night. No, let me quit.
You don't.
I don't want to hurt, homie. I don't want to hurt. Man, I can see him over there. I ain't like I don't see nothing. Nigga, I don't want to hurt, nigga.
So was that?
Hey, that's too real. That's too real. I didn't caught glimpses of things like that and tried not to. You know what I'm saying? He kicking too hard, which is something women act like. They be like, guys can't take us cheating. Bitch, that nigga caught you when you gave your number out. And he waited, which was more valuable to him. Don't want to lose my bitch. I want to deal with some bullshit. And he decided to act like he ain't see nothing at all and see where it went. 9 times out of 10, that's the case. And we get, that's a whole nother YouTube.
Is that a strong man?
Yeah, that's a strong man. Cause nigga, what she do with her pussy ain't got nothing to do with me no way. I ain't got no business looking her over her shoulder trying to see what she do with her phone and what she doing. Looking around the corner trying to see what let me focus on what I got going, cause I got some.
He right. But at the same time, we're leaving out is you're a man and you can feel that energy. You can also feel when somebody done pissed. I can't speak for everybody else, but I could feel when somebody done pissed on my fire hydrant. Innately. That much animal. So, I don't know.
Something going. Not only do I got something going, I got a few going with me. So I can't be looking over at her. Nigga, I got something going and something going with me. So yeah, no, nigga.
And we're gonna go ahead and cut this show right here. Charleston smoked this whole interview. We're gonna run back through this on other videos. But like, fact of the matter, this is why some guys just turn down on relationships, because none of this should really be a conversation to the man point of view. I mean, to the man, especially if he don't hit. Because all you're going to do is wear him down and burn him out. And then he ain't going to be worth your love. And then you're going to leave him anyway. You know what I'm saying? Whatever a man need to keep going, as the woman that love him, you should be all with that. Pretty much. It's only so much of a percentage of niggas that's even worth your time. So if you got a nigga that's worth your time giving you his time, the last thing you want to do is destroy him over some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Chances is, if you knew how many times his dick got hard in a day and he actually wanted to fuck, you wouldn't be trying to donate your pussy to that activity. No. Oh, and on that note, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? And if you is, go and have that conversation with the nigga. Because chances is, he don't know you willing to give it to him like that. And we out. Same way like I was talking about how women don't know what a nigga willing to do based on the comments that he may make when he see or hear certain shit. We do it to each other. You gotta have them uncomfortable conversations to have that comfortable life. And we out.